Have you ever noticed how sometimes the less you chase, the more you're chased? It's almost like there's a magnetic pull that happens when you master the art of subtlety. And that, my friends, is what we're diving into today. The power of reverse psychology. It's about understanding the fascinating psychology of desire and connection. When you confidently embody qualities of value and scarcity, you become irresistible. Throughout this video, I'm going to reveal 10 powerful reverse psychology techniques that, when used ethically, can elevate your relationships and make you a priority in the minds and hearts of those you care about most. One of the biggest mistakes people make in relationships is that they suffocate the other person with attention, neediness, and constant communication. This can create a sense of pressure and overwhelm, leading to frustration and resentment. When we like someone, we naturally want to be around them all the time. We crave their presence and enjoy their company. But this can actually have the opposite effect. Too much closeness can make the other person feel trapped and suffocated. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that when you give someone space, they often come back wanting more? It's a natural human response to seek out what we miss. It's because absence makes the heart grow fonder. When we are apart, we have time to reflect on the good times and the qualities we appreciate in the other person. When you're not constantly in their face, it gives them a chance to miss you, to think about you, and to appreciate your presence in their life. They start to realize how much they enjoy your company and the unique qualities you bring to the relationship. This doesn't mean playing games or disappearing entirely. It's not about manipulation or creating artificial distance. It's about finding a healthy balance. A balance where both individuals have the freedom to be themselves and pursue their own interests. Make sure you have your own life outside of the relationship, your own friends, hobbies, and passions. Pursue them with enthusiasm and dedication. Be passionate about your own world. Engage in activities that make you happy and fulfilled. When you do this, you become more attractive because you demonstrate that you're not needy or dependent. You show that you are a complete person on your own. You're living your life, and they have the privilege of being a part of it when they're invited. This creates a sense of respect and admiration, so give them the space to miss you. Allow them the time to reflect on your value and the positive impact you have on their life. It's in those moments of absence that your true value becomes apparent. They will come to appreciate you even more, and the bond between you will grow stronger. Now, this one might seem counterintuitive, but stay with me. Sometimes the best way to get someone's attention is to pull back your own. It's a delicate dance of intrigue. Imagine this, someone's showering you with compliments, and you just soak it up, agreeing with everything they say. It might feel good in the moment, but it gets boring fast. There's no chase, no mystery. But what if you playfully disagree, or deflect a compliment with a bit of humor? Suddenly, you're not so predictable. You're a challenge, and that's exciting. This isn't about being rude or playing hard to get. It's about playful banter, a little push and pull that keeps things interesting. Remember, a little mystery goes a long way. In a world where validation is often thrown around like confetti, it loses its value. The same goes for relationships. If you're constantly showering someone with praise, it becomes white noise. They start to expect it, and it loses its impact. Think of it like a rare flower. If you see it everywhere, it's just another pretty plant. But if you stumble upon it in an unexpected place, its beauty takes your breath away. Your compliments should be like that rare flower. Instead of generic compliments, be specific. Notice the little things, their laugh, their taste in music, the way they make you feel. When you genuinely appreciate those small details, your compliments become meaningful. And timing is everything. Don't just compliment them when they expect it. Surprise them with a heartfelt compliment when they least expect it. Act busy, not desperate. Here's a hard truth. Desperation is a repellent. It pushes people away rather than drawing them in. When you're constantly available, always the one initiating plans and bending over backwards to please someone, you diminish your value. It shows that you are too eager, and that can be off-putting. It signals that you have an abundance of time and few options, and let's be honest, none of us are attracted to that. People are drawn to those who have a full, rich life. Now, I'm not saying you should play games or pretend to be busier than you are. Genuine busyness is attractive. It shows that you have a life of your own, filled with activities and interests that make you happy. It means you have a fulfilling life, you're pursuing your passions, and you're not defined by any one relationship. You are a whole person on your own. So, how do you cultivate a life that makes you genuinely busy, in a good way? It starts with setting goals and making plans that excite you. Start by investing in yourself. Take time to discover what truly makes you happy and fulfilled. What are you passionate about? What activities make you lose track of time because you enjoy them so much? What have you always wanted to try? Maybe it's a new sport, a cooking class, or exploring new places. Sign up for that dance class, join that hiking group, or start that project you've been putting off. Reconnect with friends you haven't seen in a while. Building and maintaining relationships is key to a fulfilling life. When you have a life filled with activities you love and people who light you up, you become a bright, shining light. Your happiness and fulfillment become evident to everyone around you, and people are naturally drawn to that light. The key is authenticity. Be genuinely busy with things that make you happy, and you'll attract the right people into your life. Challenge their expectations. Predictability is the death of intrigue. When someone thinks they have you all figured out, they might start taking you for granted. Why? Because they think they know what to expect. But humans are inherently curious creatures. We crave novelty and surprise. So, how do you keep things interesting and avoid becoming predictable? By occasionally doing the opposite of what's expected. Now, this isn't about being erratic or playing mind games. It's about subtle shifts in behavior that keep them on their toes. Let's say you're usually the one who texts first. Instead of immediately responding to their message, wait a little longer than usual. The goal here isn't to create drama or pick fights. Use reverse complaints. We're often told that complaining is unattractive, and for good reason. No one wants to be around a negative Nancy. But here's the thing. There's a way to complain that actually makes people like you more. It's all about using reverse complaints. Reverse complaints are about finding humor in your own shortcomings, or using self-deprecating humor to elicit empathy and affection. For example, instead of complaining that you're always the one cooking dinner, you might say something like, "I think I'm turning into a gourmet chef with all the practice I'm getting. Maybe I should start charging you for my culinary skills." See the difference? It's playful, it's lighthearted, and it subtly highlights your needs without putting the other person on the defensive. Another way to use reverse complaints is to turn your vulnerabilities into strengths. Let's say you're naturally a bit forgetful. Instead of beating yourself up about it, own it with a touch of humor. You could say something like, "I'm so good at forgetting things, I should start a club for people who can't remember anything." This not only makes light of the situation but also invites others to share their own similar experiences, creating a bond. Reverse complaints can be a powerful tool in your social toolkit. They help you connect with others on a deeper level by showing that you're human and relatable. So next time you feel the urge to complain, try flipping it around with a bit of humor and see how it transforms your interactions. Be confidently indifferent. Now this one often gets misconstrued. Being confidently indifferent doesn't mean being cold, aloof, or emotionally unavailable. It's about striking a balance between showing interest and maintaining your own independence. Think of it like this. Imagine you're at a party, and there's someone you find attractive. You could hover around them all night, showering them with attention and hoping they'll notice you. Or, you could engage in conversations with other people, enjoy yourself, and let your confidence and charisma speak for itself. Which approach do you think is more attractive? When you're comfortable in your own skin and not overly invested in the outcome of every interaction, you exude an air of mystery and desirability. People sense that you're not easily won over, that you have options, and that makes them want you even more. Let them win small battles. Relationships are not a constant power struggle. You don't always have to be right, and you don't always have to get your way. In fact, sometimes the best way to win someone over is to let them win the small battles. This doesn't mean compromising your values or letting someone walk all over you. It's about choosing your battles wisely and understanding that sometimes letting go of the small stuff can lead to greater harmony and affection in the long run. Think about it. Would you rather be right or be happy? Is it really worth arguing over who's doing the dishes or what movie to watch? When you let go of the need to control every little detail, you create a more relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere. Create healthy competition. Now before you start picturing yourself in a strategic game of romantic chess, let me clarify. Healthy competition is not about manipulation or making someone jealous. It's about subtly reminding someone of your value and the fact that you're a catch. Think of it like this. When you first start dating someone, there's an inherent level of competition. You're both putting your best foot forward, trying to impress each other, and subtly showcasing your best qualities. But as relationships progress, that initial spark can sometimes fade. Introducing a touch of healthy competition can reignite that spark. This could be as simple as mentioning an interesting conversation you had with someone new, sharing a compliment you received, or subtly highlighting your achievements and growth. The key is to do it in a way that feels natural and authentic, not boastful or insecure. Take care of yourself first. This is perhaps the most important reverse psychology trick of all. And it's not really a trick at all. It's about genuine self-love and self-care. You see, when you prioritize your own well-being, you naturally become more attractive to others. Think about it. Who are you more drawn to? Someone who is constantly seeking validation and attention from others, or someone who is comfortable in their own skin, pursuing their passions and radiating confidence? When you invest in yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally, you become the best version of yourself. You exude confidence, you radiate happiness, and you naturally attract people who are drawn to your light. The more you grow and evolve, the more you'll attract people who appreciate and value the amazing person you're becoming. Becoming a priority. So, there you have it. 10 powerful reverse psychology techniques that can transform your relationships and make you a priority in the lives of those you care about. Remember, these techniques are not about manipulation or playing games. They're about understanding the intricate workings of the human heart and using that knowledge to build stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling connections. When you approach relationships from a place of self-love, confidence, and authenticity, you naturally become someone others want to prioritize. Invest in your happiness, pursue your passions, and watch as the world takes notice.